This conference will now be recorded.
You got more exercise for practice. Okay. Create objects and tabs for all objects. Okay. Anyone has doubt on this? What are the common issues you will face? You create object and you create tab for the object. Okay. So that's the exercise is given here. You create objects and tab for the objects. And every objects you create, we choose the name field as an auto number field. But it's your choice. You can make it as a text field also, right? If you make it as auto number field, then the field is going to be a read only field. If it is a text type, then it's a mandatory field. You have to enter value while insert row into the object. Okay. Right. You created a tab. You created an object and created a tab for object. But the tab is not visible to user. You log in as other user and you are not able to see the tab. What could be the issues? Reason? Okay. The reason may be it's not added to the application. Default of what else? Tab hidden. Okay. And what are the other reason? Yesterday we discussed. What is it? Yeah. Yes. No permission is given for the related object. Okay. At least a read permission must be given in a profile, right? Okay. So these are the reasons, the possible reasons why the tab is not visible to you. What is the reason? When you say app launcher, what does it mean? Yeah, it's Lightning application. Okay, Lightning experience. Yeah, the option is not enabled. Okay, check those things. Right, I hope you can able to do all these things. Exercise 2. Again, one more exercise document for object creation. You create these objects, and some of the objects you make a record name field as a text field. Okay, and these objects, other objects, you make it as a auto number type. For the position object, we make the record name field as a text type. Unable to select it. Now I can select download and select. So what are the ways? Standard UI. Yes. Yes, metadata. These are the only ways. Okay, you cannot create any other ways. These are only ways. We haven't seen how to create objects in Lightning experience, right? Switch to Lightning. So let's create this object position. Okay. So here I go to setup. From the setup home itself, the upper side, your options called create object. From here you can create object, tab, users, multiple users, email template, and workflow. These are different features. Okay. So from the home page itself, we can create object. Click object. You will get a similar interface. What you got in your classic, the same interface. Okay. Text type. Allow search. Saved it. So object is created. Okay. There is no difference like uh, as you have in your application. Classic application cannot visible in Lightning, right? Unless you enable show in Lightning experience. But there is no difference in the objects. Object is a database, so it's available in both the places. Either you create there or here. It's going to be available in both the places. Okay. So, and once the object is created, where you can see those objects, I go to home tab again. Right. From here I go platform tool, object and field, object manager. Okay. So yeah, from here under object I can see the object. It means all standard and custom objects. Okay, but in the case of classic, the standard objects are available under customize, build, customize section, and under create section you have object link. There you can see all the objects, right? But here you see all the objects under object manager. Where you will see all the applications under application manager. Under platform tools, application manager will show all the applications, and object manager will show all the objects. Okay, in this page, the right side, I have a create object option, schema builder. Okay, so these are the ways. From setup, home page, at the right side. Okay, the other one, platform tools, object manager, right? So what are the standard fields created while creating the custom object? You can better way see the information. Okay, go to setup. Okay, here you can see the custom objects. All standard objects are seeing in the separate link account. Okay, it's in different links. Suppose I like to see the fields of account object. I go to account, field, standard section, custom field section. Right? There are some custom fields already there. How it is? We haven't created, right? You also see in your section also. These fields are automatically created for a reference purpose. When you register developer edition, they created for you. They created under your ownership. But I can create any additional field here. The same process. Okay, how did you create a custom field for your custom objects? The same process. Okay, suppose I like to add a phone field, phone type, say alternate phone number. Okay, next. Say. So this is part of which object? Account object. Go to any existing record you see. So where is alternate phone number? Yeah, it is here. Okay, it is here. So if you want to keep this phone number here, then what I have to do? Page load of which object? Account. So custom objects are under create. Standard objects are here. Go to account. Page load here. Okay. In the case of custom object, you get one detailed definition page. So there we have sections, right? So below that section, you go to that particular section and do the customization. But here under objects, it is in the form of link. Okay. There will be a difference in the page navigation and options. That's all. If you explore yourself, you'll find out the options, user-friendly options. Okay. I go to page layout. There are 4 layouts they given. One for marketing application, sales. Okay, like this. So which layout? Let's see, sales layout. From here you cannot see which application layout. Alternate phone number. Fixed phone number. Okay, say. Not this one. I guess this layout. I think it's removed. Yeah. Refresh. Right? It's part of here. Okay. So you know how to add a custom field for your standard object also. Wait. Now question is, what are the standard fields are created on the while creating the custom object? So I go to create objects, any object you choose for the field. created by owner. Yeah, we all discuss about this, right? Created by last modified by owner name field. So what is this name field? Record name. Okay, it can be of two types. What are the types? Text or auto number. Okay, so these are the standard fields get created, right? Who can create the custom object? Will you say admin? No, you should say in the terms of permission. It's not admin or a user. Normal user also can create, provided his profile has given him permission. Okay, to create a custom object, first thing you should have access to the setup menu, right? Setup menu. Okay, so who will get a setup menu? The user who has got customize application permission, right? Customize application permission. So if you go here, profile, system administrator profile. So this permission must be enabled. Under which section? Administrative permission. Okay, if you disable this, user cannot customize application. Okay, in general, if you'd like to know, create custom object. It's not given here. L.salesforce.com will give more information about your tool. Okay. About every features that you're seeing, you can find the tutorial. So create object in classic. So what is the permission they mentioned here? Customize. To create object, to modify object, user should have a customize application permission. Okay, when you say permission, it's part of your profile only. Will follow this. So customize application permission in profile under administrative permissions. Right, how to enable the allow reports after the object is created? You have to edit the object, right? Object definition page. Object, edit, you can allow. Fine. Okay, how to delete the object? We can only delete custom object, right? We can only delete custom object. Suppose employee object I have to delete. I would like to, so delete some warning message, because when you delete, what happens? All the records will also get deleted. Okay, and deleted object can be recovered within 15 days. You can recover, but don't find it in the recycle bin. The recycle bin will have only records, not the object, not the field under the object. Only the data will be, you can find it in the recycle bin. Got me? So what about object? Object that are deleted available under object page itself. Objects here. Okay, we go here. undelete. Erase, what will do? Permanent deletion. You cannot recover it back. Okay. So undelete. Undelete will not only restore the object, it will also restore all the data from the object also. When you delete object, what will happen? Object, data will be deleted. When you undelete object as well as data will also be restored. From the object page, okay. So what happens to the data when object is undeleted? Restored. Okay. Data is also restored. Right. How to rename the custom object? It's editing only. That's it. Okay. You can rename it. But what happens if object is referred in a program, you cannot rename. It won't allow. Got me? Right. So how to rename? It is under edit page. I need to check how many objects I can create in my org. There are limits. Okay, you cannot create a number of objects you want because it's a subscription model. There is a limit. No, how many objects you can create in developer edition, in professional edition. Okay, in enterprise. I go to system overview. So how many objects maximum? 400 objects. Okay, we create only 3 objects. Okay, schema. There are 2 settings here. Okay, including app exchange. Under setup, monitor, system overview. Right. When the objects cannot be deleted, if object, there are multiple reasons, but as of now, the topics we covered, from there we just take only one condition. Okay. But if you cover other relationship and all, you'll find out multiple reasons why we cannot delete object. But from the topic we covered, we know if the object contains more than 10,000 rows, then we cannot delete the object. Follow this. Then what should I do if I need to delete this object? First we have to delete the rows less than 10,000, then we can delete the object. This question is not there in the document, the last one. Okay, you know how to get the object limit for your entire organization, right? There is no object limit for application, specific application and all. For entire platform, how many objects you can create? That limit is there. How many fields I can create for object? There is a limit. If I create a employee object, custom object, how many fields I can create maximum? In real time, you will find 100 fields, 200 fields, 300 fields. There are applications are there. In object, can they have more fields? But we cannot create a number of fields as we want. There is a limit. Okay. How to check that limit? How to check? Not here. We are talking about object. So go to object, any object. The last section called object limits. Okay, you find out, right? So how many fields limit? 500. Okay, 4%, 19 fields have been created like this. Okay, so these are other properties of the object. So it's under setup. Object limits. Fine. Everyone is clear with this? We'll move on to next part exercise. What I given? Right. I hope you can do it. 3. And next exercise is creating tab only. You're going to create a tab for all the objects you created. Earlier you created training department. Okay, for all those you are going to create tab. In addition to that, you're going to create a tab for position, job application. Okay, which is there in the exercise 3. Got me? That's a new exercise I added. I'm to all of you. Okay, then now once a tab is created, okay, we are going for a field. Yeah, let answer this all this question. So your admin exercise 4. I think you are familiar with the navigation, right? Why you should be familiar with this navigation? I can go with the quick find box and click tab and I can find out, right? Why should I familiar with this navigation? See, I'm not referring here, I'm just typing this, right? How this will come? Yeah, by practice. You create at least, by this time you should have created at least 30 tabs. How many tabs you created? If you create a 30 tab, how many objects you should create? 30 objects you should have created. Okay, choose any object as you want: student, loan, insurance, vehicle, car, cycle, bike. Create any objects you want, create some field and see any issues you faced and try to resolve it. Right? That's a way to explore the tool. When you buy a new mobile, what you will do? Your hand will automatically go to the mobile, right? Even if you don't get call also, you explore it. What is this? What is this? So that's the way you need to explore the tool. It's not topic we need to cover. You just go and explore. At least the topics under what I covered, go and create a number of fields. Create a geolocation field, create an encrypted field, right? Pick list option. That way you have to find out. Because you're going to expose 3 years, 4 years experience. So the real time 3 years, 4 years experience guy would have coded a lot of objects, would have faced a lot of issues, right? So those issues you have to face now by doing hands-on. Okay, then only you get confident. How to create custom tab in the lightning experience, right? So it should be under platform tools. Yeah, lightning. Setup. Okay, platform tools. I guess it be under user interface. Okay, user interface. Yeah, tabs. Okay, it's under platform tools, user interface, tabs. The interface is going to be same only. There won't be any difference. Navigation is different. Okay. So what is tab style? The first step, you choose the object, then you choose the tab style, right? The same page. Okay. The color to be highlighted. Yeah, color to be highlighted. And look and feel of the page. Okay. It means what? Don't make much difference. How it is in Lightning, how it is in Classic. The type of regular comparison you don't do. Not at this stage. Okay. Now you need to understand how to create object, how to create application, how to create relationship. That is the main objective now. Okay. At this stage, you don't try to find the difference between the Lightning and for the right to give a brief idea about only the navigation is different. So that to give that idea, I'm just comparing this both the interface. But you don't try to find the exact difference between this option, that option, this. Then you lose your track. Learning tree. Okay. So that way don't try to analyze, because I'm trying to give the color, right? Then you don't analyze what is the color there, what is the color here. So that is not the objective. Okay. Try to find out how to implement the object, how to create it table, how to create the pick list field. That is more important. Okay. The color, the tab style doesn't related to any functionality, doesn't make any functionality difference. 11. Yeah. So the style for this is something violet, and every look and feel of your page in this color, in addition to the color to be highlighted. Got me? Training management, trainings. Okay, some style we choose, the logo is automatically appear, and it's in the same color. Okay, so that decides the look and feel of the page and color to be highlighted. Yes. What is this tab? Custom object tab. Okay, custom object tab. What are the other tab I can create? Visual Force page tab. Yeah, web, lightning. These are the 4 tabs you can create. Okay, right. Is it possible to create a tab in Lightning Experience? No, it was possible to. No, the question is incorrect actually. Is it possible to create? It's possible. Okay. So whatever custom tab you created, that automatically available in your class Lightning application also, right? See, I create a tab here. This tab will be available in Lightning Experience also. When you create this tab cannot be accessible here. You'll understand this in the Lightning course. You have to go to the Lightning course to understand this. Okay. So when you create Lightning page tab, that will not be available in Classic, but custom object tab you created here will also be available in Lightning application also. You have seen, right? This is available in your Lightning training management also. Fine. Right. What are the permissions available in tab? Yeah, tab visibility, tab hidden. Okay, how to provide access to users for the custom tab? It is a profile only. Got me? Right. How to provide access? By setting the visibility. Default on. So both will provide access. Okay, both options will provide access. How to restrict the access? Tab hidden. So how many tabs can be created for an object? We can. You're talking about an user page. From user page, you have to go to the profile only. Right? We don't set any permission to individual user. We modify the permission in the profile. Whoever user using that profile will get that permission. Okay. So suppose this user. Okay, I'm going to modify the tab. So I click on the profile, right? I can change from default on to default off or tab hidden. Okay, we have to edit the profile. So what will happen? Whoever assigned with this profile, that changes will be applied. That changes will be applied. People have tried this. Any of you modify the permission and log in a different browser by that user and see the difference? If you miss the track now, next topic we'll see more relationship part. Okay, there it won't be like this creating field. It's a relationship. Then we go further deep into the topic. That time you lose the basics, then eventually you lose the confidence. So try to build your confidence in the basic part of the course, because later part of the course, if you add more details, then the beginning part you lose it, then it will lose your confidence. Then what will happen down the line? From the 40 count, the count will go to 30, 20, the strength of the student. Finally, after a month, you will see only 50, 20 students. Okay, you're I'm saying right. You see at the end of the month that because of student don't practice in the beginning, they lose confidence. So every time they come and see, things are new to them, then they lose interest. Okay, so don't go that stage. Can one tab be added in more than one application? Yes. Yeah, let me complete this. It is different. Okay, it's with respect to edition, it is different, right? For developer edition, it's going to be 100, right? System overview, and right, it's 100. Okay. So for developer edition, it is 100. Okay. So it's different from edition to edition. Those limits I covered in the PDF document. Okay, I given that limit in the PDF document. One tab be added more than application? Yes. So how to restrict the user to access a custom tab? tab hidden.
Sir, just a doubt on the ninth question.
Hmm.
So one tab can be added in more than one application, that's fine. So for example, I want one tab only to add in couple of applications. Can I do that? Only few applications.
Yes. The
Can
question
you
is, can I add a tab only in training management? The training tab should be in training management and sales.
yeah,
Only two application, right?
yes.
Right. You can put mute, ma. I like. Go application. It's right. Go to edit the application. So add here. Only the required application where you would like to add, edit the application. So wherever you like to remove, you can remove it. Okay. While creating tab, it asks all the list of profiles it's showing up, right? That time you give default on for all the profiles, all the application. Then you like to remove all the application, you have to go and remove it, every application one by one. Okay, programmatically you can do it, but declaratively you have to go individual application, you have to remove it.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thanks.
Right. What is the maximum number of tabs can be created for an org? So it's okay, it's under addition. Am I right? What? Oh, okay. How many tabs can be created for? Oh, right. You're right. Only one tab. Why did you came this? It's not how many tabs were created from object. Okay, right. I'm sorry, I missed it. You're right. What is record ID? Yes, 18 digit. Okay, which gets created automatically when new record is inserted. Am I right? Whenever you insert a new record, that 18 digit ID will be created automatically. What is entity ID? Yeah, first entity ID. From sidebar components, right? Home side, it's called sidebar. Okay. From vCycle bin, you can restore. Hope you can able to create the tabs. And make this right. See, make it as a pick list type. Remember, we create a pick list type, right? Rest of the fields you can go as it is. If you would like to add your own fields, whatever discussed in the demo, will be different from this. There will be some difference, not a complete difference. Okay, because by the time when we give the demo, we get something, then we implement that. Okay, in that sense, it will be different from the document you find it in the exercise. But that's not a big deal. You just add your own field also. Okay, don't completely change the model. If you want to create your own object, okay, but because going forward, if I take an example here, there should be some way you need to compare my example with your object already you created, right? Got me? So course name, you make it as a pick list. That's all. So we'll work on these questions. Yeah, which type of field? Pick list is available to store a set of values, defined set of values. Pick list type. What is this? Text. Okay, text can capture both letters and numbers. It's possible. Simple also is acceptable. Right. How to make a field record field? Yes. You know about record field, right? Go here. Object. New. Any type you choose. Suppose I choose a checkbox. Define record option here. No, right? It means what? Checkbox type cannot be a record field. You cannot make a checkbox type as record field. Okay, I choose currency. Record option is available. Not all the field types will have can make it as a record field. Okay. So how to make a field record field? There is a checkbox called record in the edit page of the field. Edit page of the field, right? So by enabling the that's a got me. So there you can enable the record option. So what it is called? This option is called, yeah, this option is called universally record option. It means what? If I make a record field there, you enable checkbox, the field cannot be skipped. If you enter a data through program, or you manually enter the record, or through web service, any external system trying to enter the data, okay, or using tool you are going to enter the upload some large volume of data. Any approach you take, the field become record when the record option is enabled. Okay, so that field, that option is called universally record option. So record option in edit page is called is universally record. Okay, right. I would like to customize this standard field. What are the customization are possible? When I say customize means what? It's a term we use in Salesforce. Customize, modify something. Okay, customize. So what are the customization you can do for your standard field. Okay, see, I take an example of account. I already have some standard field, right? I already have some standard field, name, industry, and all. Right? I take a field here. I take a phone field. Edit. I cannot rename the name. Okay. These are all you can ignore. What I can do? Help text I can add. See. Okay. So now I added some L2 text there. Okay. I go to so you can find here there is a question mark is appearing, right? When you keep the mouse over on it, some information you are trying to give to the user. Okay, user not sure about what is site, right? And what is the expiration date. Then we can add some help text. That is possible. Okay, so what is the one customization we see? Adding help text. What is the other customization? I would like to rename this label to a contact number. So what I'm going to do? How to rename the label? Remember, customize which object, account. Next, first you are going to rename the tab if you want. Fields label and all. Next page. So phone number, alphabetical order. Fine. Okay, so got it. So what are the other customization? Ah, name. Name cannot be changed. That's what. Ah. Yeah. It's a layout. That is layout actually. Yeah. Everywhere it will be changed. We don't have label for respective page layout. There is a one definition page object. There you any changes you made, everywhere it will be reflected. Okay. Right. Rename the label. And what are the other customization? Can I field? I can rename name. A field has two naming part, right? One is a label, another is a name. Name is used in the program, okay, and label is used in the page layout to display the display purpose. Okay, what other customization you can do? I just take only one object example. It's applicable for all objects, all standard. So what is this type of the field? Pick list. Okay. The system has given some defined values for a industry field, right? It's some list of customer belongs to what industry, whether they are from apparel, banking, or biotechnology, like that. Okay. I feel like the training industry is not there. I would like to add some training industry here. Got me? Along with the standard options, whatever provided by Salesforce, I would like to add my own option. I go to the field. These are the standard options. I add my own option here. training, save. Okay, it's added at the end. So here I refresh, it is added, right? Got me? So what customization I can do? Add pick list option. So these are 3 customization is possible. Got me? No other customization. You cannot rename the name. You cannot delete, right? So maximum number of values you can display it in a pick list. Okay, it's not displayed. It's what is the maximum number of values added? Okay, pick list is 1000. Okay, right here it's going to be 500. How many maximum option you can select? 100. What is the use of restrict pick list? You remember this option? If you go to my training, yeah, maybe status pick list. Okay, right now it's disabled. If enabled, what will happen? User cannot enter any value other than the value defined here. Okay, it means through program, right? But in the UI, I cannot choose any value other than whatever we defined. It is okay that the option is not available in the standard UI. Manually, when you enter, either it's restricted or not restricted. I cannot enter any value here, right? But what about program? Through program, I can enter value, any other value, if provided, if it is disabled. If it is enabled, through program also rejected. Okay, and requires fewer than 1000 total active inactive. Right, fine. Fine. So these to restrict user entering. What is the maximum number of fields created in an object? It depends upon edition. Okay, and 500 field limit is for developer edition. On the definition page, object limits, help text yes to display some text when user keep mouse over on the field. So there will be a symbol question mark will appear. Am I right? How to avoid storing a duplicate field, duplicate text value? Remember this, all of you? Okay, if I make the field as a unique field, then edit, there is an option called unique. You can restrict it based on the case also. Case sensitivity also you can restrict. Right, this difference you know already. Yeah, the permissions and page layout assignment will be done by default in schema builder. Okay, right. Right, custom field you are done. Yeah, below custom field you have to create all these fields for department, employees. Okay, right, and then create field dependency. We're going to create a field dependency. Okay, whatever fields you created earlier, for those fields you are going to create dependency. For training object, city and the center name. Okay, and employee object, grade and grade level, your project status and substatus field in the project, like that. Okay, this also will cover. I rename the file later. Question is number is missed here. Okay, we'll keep it at the end. Right. So for a custom object, the company would like to capture customer details with respect to the location, right? With the help of field dependency, right? You need to create a dependency between the location. Okay. Checkbox field can be a controlling field, but not dependent field. True or false? True. Am I right? You can set default values of controlling field, but not for dependent field. You know about default values? When you create a record, when you just create any new record, I need some default value. You go to any menu. I click new. So every training that you are going to create is going to be a pending one. When I create it, it's a pending one, right? So every time I create a new record, I do not want to go with the pending option. Okay. So right now there is no default option is set. That's what is it was showing us none. Right? How to set the default values? Go to object section. Create objects. Training. This field talking about status. Edit. Default. Am I right? Okay. So that's why it set default. Right. Every training I'm creating, it's going to be based in Hyderabad mostly. Okay. It's going to be in Hyderabad. then I would like to make this option as a default for my which field is this, controlling or dependent? Controlling, right? Okay, so that's the question, whether I can set default values for controlling field but not for dependent. True only, right? You can only set for controlling only. Multi-select field can be a dependent pick list but not controlling. What other fields can be a controlling field? Checkbox and pick list. Is it? Okay, multi-select can be a dependent pick list. It's possible? Cannot be on controlling side, right? It's right only. Custom pick list can be either controlling or dependent. What is that? True. Standard pick list can be controlling but not dependent. Don't say previous was true, so it is false. It's true. What is the maximum number of options can be stored in a controlling? When it is a controlling, then it's going to be 300 only, not 1000. Okay. Can a custom multi-pick list field be a controlling field? Multi-pick list cannot be a controlling. Am I right? So what is the recommended field type if you have only a customer in different location? I create some customer record. Ma. Every customer may be from Hyderabad, Chennai, or Bangalore. What type of field I will create? Text or pick list or pick list, right? Define set, go with pick list. So how will you restrict invalid data? Pick list only. If you let it as a text type, what will happen? Any values can be entered, right? You have to take care of validating the data by using program or some other feature is there. Okay, so this is the best way. We'll take a quick 10 minutes break. We'll continue. Okay, another half an hour session or 40-minute session. Right, half an hour session. But have a 10 minutes break quick. Fine. Online, we'll connect in another 10 minutes.